Let's go on and talk about your Yankees, Brig. Let's do a little
Oh
bit of
yeah.
a spring training update. It appears that there is a little bit of bad blood in the Yankees clubhouse down there
Yeah.
in sunny Florida. Why don't you tell us what's going on there, Brig?
Well, so apparently, let me just make sure I get my facts correct. But there are some pitching staff issues. Um, Domingo Herman, for those of you that don't know, was finished up his suspension for domestic violence, and he is now being uh, chirped at. I don't know the right way to say it. There's talk from Zach Britton, another pitcher for the Yankees, saying, with these like underhanded comments and some backhanded, like implications about wanting to or not wanting to play with a guy who's who's off field behavior. I guess I'm trying to be really careful here.
Yeah.
Is unacceptable to Zach Britton, right? And he says it doesn't represent
Mm-hmm.
the game and the fans and the organization and by extension him. And so and again, I'm heavily paraphrasing here, and I'm kind of indulging some of these comments. So go look it up for accuracy's sake. But the point is, there's this kind of crazy sort of toxicity going on in the pitching staff, which is not good at all. And what's interesting in the fan chatter is to hear that Zach Britton must have forgotten that Aroldis Chapman also had a domestic violence problem, and I don't think Zach Britton has said anything to him about
Yeah.
that or about him. I don't know. It's
He might be more afraid of Aroldis Chapman
Yeah.
than he is of Domingo Herman.
well, who is not? Let's be clear.
I mean, he's got a little bit of a screw loose. I mean, everything else aside, like, you can kind of tell.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, you can tell, and he's huge, and he's all the things. It's pretty interesting, but it's not. That's not the only thing going on in the Tampa area right now, because Reggie Jackson is no longer serving as a special advisor to the Yankees. He's out, so I don't really know why. He's blaming on his retirement, and he feels like it's just his time. I don't know if that's exactly what's happening, but there's rufflings. There are waves down in the Yankees camp right now.
Yeah, I wondered about that. If maybe it was they just didn't want him around, or if it was like, this is way more work than I want to be doing during retirement.
Well, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe the organization thought this is way more work than we thought we were going to get out of it. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
it could be mutual, right? Like, this is too much work,
Yeah.
and you're kind of a pain in the butt. So I don't know. Should we call it? Yeah.
Edgar Martinez was the hitting coach for the Mariners for a couple of years, and then finally he just got to the point where he's like, you know what? My kids are at a good age for me to be home. I don't want to be doing this much.
Yeah.
I'll come in and help out, but I don't want to be doing this full time.
Yeah.
So he stepped down.
Well, Reggie Jackson, he's old, man. So
He
this
is.
is a good time.
He's
I mean,
old.
it could be anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe he's a liability.
Anyway.
Maybe he'd trip on a stairs. I don't know.
Is he that old?
They're like, man, now he's on workman's comp, and he's hanging out with what's his name that we never saw again? What was his name?
Jacoby Ellsbury.
That's the guy. Yeah. So maybe Reggie Jackson fell strategically so that he would get shipped off to wherever Ellsbury is, and he's actually trying to infiltrate whatever that realm. It's a realm. It's not actually a location. He's in a different dimension. Nobody's ever heard from him again. So Reggie Jackson's going in. They're going to tie a string around his wrist so that we can find it. That's got to be what it
Very
is.
Sounds about right.
Sorry.
Sounds about right. Well, anyways.
And on that
spring
note,
training. Spring training tickets are on sale. They're selling out too.
yeah.
Remember that stadiums are at limited capacity, some 15, some 20, some 25%,
Yep.
depending on the team, depending on the facility. But they're selling out. If you haven't gotten them already, get them
Yep.
ASAP. I saw that headline. I was like, oh shoot, because I've been waiting until Wednesday.
Yeah.
When I was like, oh, I thought that's when the Mariners tickets were going on sale. So I double checked. Sure enough, some teams have not gone on sale yet. However, if your team has gone on sale, there is a good chance that they're gone.
We got ours already. So
Nice.
down
Very
in
nice.
Florida. Yep. So I'll be there the 28th of March. If anybody wants to be at the Yankees game on the 28th of March, I'd love to meet up with you.
You're going to be in Tampa, or are they playing somewhere else?
No, I think they are in Tampa. I think it's George Steinbrenner Field. I don't know. I have to go double check. I didn't buy him. My friend bought him. He lives there, so he had a locals thing.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, I can't figure this out. Can you do this? He was like, yeah, man. So it worked out. But next time, leading up to it, I'll let you know where we'll be, and you can jump in the mailbag and let us know, or join the VIP group on Facebook, and we can connect that way and hook it up. Maybe I'll buy you a hot dog. Be awesome.
Nice. When I was in high school, I went to Florida for a week.
Yeah.
And we stayed in St. Pete, and I was like, oh my gosh, we stayed in the hotel across the street from the Yankees spring training facility.
Cool.
And I was like, oh, dang, it was in a spring break. I was like, I'm gonna go to a baseball game. So I went down and talked to the guy at the front desk. He said, oh, the last game was 2 days ago.
Oh.
Like, no.
Yeah, that's happened to me a lot of times.
Just missed
Stuff
it.
just like that.
Missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad you get to go. I'm excited for you. You're gonna have a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
It'll be a good experience.
Me too.